The James Webb Telescope has given us the clearest look at Proxima B ever, shedding some light on what could be a potentially livable exoplanet. As we explore space, we're trying to figure out what makes Proxima B tick and whether it could be another Earth. This planet hangs out in the habitable zone of its star, Proxima Centauri, which is just 4.2 light-years away. It's not just a random rock, it might have oceans and life on its surface. But there's more. Proxima Centauri B isn't alone. There's also Proxima Centauri Ca, and who knows what else might be out there in its star system. Proxima Centauri puts out about the same energy as our Sun does for Earth. That makes you wonder, could there be water and maybe even life on Proxima B? As we look beyond our solar system, we find a whole new universe filled with exoplanets orbiting around an estimated 200 billion stars. Out there, the potential for discovering new planets is huge. Some of them, known as rogue planets, even float freely in space, unbound to any star. So what is Proxima B? Proxima B is pretty unique. It has a short year of just 112 Earth days, and it's closer to its star than Earth is to the Sun, meaning one side is always sunny while the other is in darkness. Let's talk about Proxima Centauri, the star that B orbits. It's part of a trio called Alpha Centauri, which includes Alpha Centauri A and B. Together, they make up the closest star system to us. Proxima is a red dwarf and the faintest of the three, discovered back in 1951, but it's still a star worth studying since red dwarfs can shine for trillions of years. That said, the habitability of a red dwarf star is still up for debate. Proxima Centauri often flares up, and its habitable zone is much closer than the Sun's, which presents its own challenges. Proxima B can take a beating from intense UV radiation, much tougher than what we deal with from our Sun. This radiation can strip away gases from the planet's atmosphere, making life there tricky. Just being in the right zone doesn't mean a planet can support life if it doesn't have a stable atmosphere to keep things comfortable. Even though Proxima B looks somewhat like Earth, it's not clear if it can actually support life. The mission to learn more about Proxima B continues, and astronomers are excited about the James Webb Telescope, launched in late 2018. It's designed to spot infrared light, and this allows us to look for signs of water or atmosphere on planets like Proxima B. But even if we find an atmosphere, it doesn't automatically mean life exists. Some atmospheres, like Venus's, can be way too harsh for life. The challenges ahead are real, and with costs rising, scientists are working hard to find new ways to study planets like Proxima B. This quest, James Webb's role in uncovering what lies beyond Earth, is exciting. Proxima B, being our closest exoplanet, is particularly intriguing because it's near Earth's size and is in the habitable zone. So, it could potentially have conditions for life. Since it's so close, Proxima B is a good candidate for interstellar missions, though actually getting there is another story. It would take a spacecraft like Voyager 2 around 75,000 years to reach the Proxima system. But there's an idea where solar sails, super thin sails that catch sunlight for propulsion, could help us get there faster. The James Webb Telescope can even detect emissions from Proxima B if they're bright enough, which opens up some cool possibilities about what that planet might be like. As we keep exploring, we're discovering a wide variety of exoplanets, from gas giants to Earth-like worlds. There's a lot to learn. Proxima Centauri B is particularly interesting. It's called a super-Earth because it weighs 7 times as much as Earth. But it's so close to its star, it's hard to be sure it's within the habitable zone. There's still much to discover in the Proxima system, and new clues keep popping up. For instance, astronomers have found hints that there might be another planet, possibly named Proxima Centauri D. The universe is full of surprises, and with each discovery, we're piecing together a bigger picture of what's out there. Exoplanets can be tough to spot because they often hide behind the glare of their stars. But thanks to new technology, we can now get direct images of some of them. For a planet to be imaged, it has to be big enough to see and far enough from its star to not get lost in the light. Various methods, like the Kepler Space Telescope's transit method, have helped us gather valuable information about these distant worlds. There are interesting facts about exoplanets, like how many stars have Earth-sized planets in their habitable zones, although we still have a lot to learn. The James Webb Space Telescope is helping us along the way, revealing exciting new details about the universe and catching stunning images. Recently, it found carbon dioxide on a planet outside our solar system, which is a big deal for understanding how these worlds form and the potential for life. The work being done is thrilling and opens doors to even more discoveries ahead. The James Webb Telescope gave us the clearest look at Proxima B ever, and it's pretty amazing. Turns out, this exoplanet might actually be livable. So let's check out Proxima B. Could it be Earth's successor? There's a mysterious planet chilling in the livable area of its star, Proxima Centauri, only 4.2 light-years away. Could it be another Earth with oceans and life? But wait, Proxima Centauri b isn't alone. It hangs out with Proxima Centauri c, and who knows what else is in that system. Maybe there's another planet we haven't spotted yet. Here's the scoop. Proxima Centauri gives off about the same amount of energy as the Sun does to Earth. Could there be water and maybe even life? When we look past our solar system, we find a whole bunch of exoplanets, planets around other stars. With 200 billion stars, there are endless possibilities. Some exoplanets even float around without a star to call home. Proxima Centauri b is special. A year there is only 112 Earth days, and it's way closer to its star than Earth is to the Sun. One side is always sunny and the other is always dark. Let's talk again about Proxima Centauri. The star Proxima b orbits. It's part of the Alpha Centauri triple star system along with Alpha Centauri A and B. These are the closest stars to us. Alpha Centauri A and B form a pair. Both are G and K-type stars, which look like one star in the Centaurus constellation. They're the third brightest stars we see. Proxima Centauri, also called Alpha Centauri c, is a red dwarf kind of star that's about 0.2 light-years from the other two stars, usually 4 times the Earth-Sun distance. It is the closest star to us. Proxima actually means closest, in Latin. A Scottish guy, Robert Innes, saw it in 1915. You can't see it without a telescope because it's dim, but don't let that fool you. Proxima Centauri is still worth checking out. Red dwarfs are super energy efficient. They don't make a ton of energy, but they last for trillions of years. Proxima Centauri will be a regular star for another 4 trillion years. Now, it's debatable if a red dwarf star can actually support life. For starters, it's a flare star that spits out a bunch of explosions. Its livable zone would be way closer than the Sun's, maybe somewhere around 23 cents. Proxima b gets hit with way more ultraviolet rays than we get from the Sun. This is so intense that it strips away light stuff like hydrogen plus nitrogen and oxygen. The problem is that it's not as inhabitable as it seems. Just because a planet is at the right distance doesn't mean life can live there. Proxima b might not have a stable atmosphere, which is super important for keeping the temperature steady and water around. Without it, anything living there would be exposed to harsh space conditions, making it nearly impossible to survive. So, Proxima b might look Earth-like, but it's not quite ready for life. Scientists are being careful because a lot of things make it not so friendly. The mission to figure out Proxima b is ongoing, and some folks are still optimistic. The James Webb Telescope is helping greatly. After waiting years, it finally launched, and it will help us figure out if there's life on Proxima b. Things are complex. Several adjustments were needed to ensure the James Webb Telescope delivers accurate images. As Abby Tabor, a physicist at Harvard, said, if a planet like Proxima b can soak up light from its star, it can also send it out as infrared light. The James Webb Telescope is designed to spot infrared light. It can grab pictures of this light from the planet and look for clues that say there's water or an atmosphere. But what if the air isn't breathable? So even if there's an atmosphere, it doesn't mean there's life, says Ed Turner, astrophysicist at Princeton. Proxima b could be like Venus, with a super thick atmosphere and crazy temps that would stop anything from living there. It's not going to be easy to solve the riddle of Proxima b. The James Webb Telescope shows the real story, but we still need to consider some potential setbacks. There's a lot riding on this, but so is the reward. Checking out a faraway planet that might be able to support life is worth going after. If the exoplanet were fit to live on, could we visit one day? It's the closest exoplanet, so it's interesting, practically going to our next-door neighbor. It's about the same size as Earth, and where it is suggests it could have conditions for life too. Because it's close, Proxima b makes a good pick for discovering life beyond Earth. Thinking about exploring this Earth-like exoplanet is already something, although we can't go just yet. As tech gets better, it's a cool goal in space. It wouldn't be easy though. Voyager 2 would take 75,000 years to get to the Proxima Centauri system. One idea is solar sails. These thin sails could push a spacecraft to Alpha Centauri using sunlight to stay on track. Plus, checking out weather and climate on other planets could give us insight into whether other planets are habitable. Like anything ambitious, there are limits. Just having an atmosphere doesn't mean there's actually life. Proxima b could be like Venus, with a thick, hot, unloving atmosphere. The James Webb Telescope can spot emissions if it reaches 5% of the daytime's brightness. That may not seem like much, but it's kind of a big number relative to our Sun. It's possible Proxima b has civilizations that are highly technologically advanced, that may use bright orbital mirrors to reflect sunlight from the daytime side to the nighttime side. There are a bunch of planets out there, all different shapes and sizes. Some are gas giants and some are more like Earth. What do we know about them? Gas giants are similar to Jupiter and Saturn but way bigger. Some, called super Jupiters, are huge. Then there are hot Jupiters, gas giants super close to their star where it's scorching hot. Besides gas giants, there are Neptunian exoplanets, which are about the same size as Uranus and Neptune. Some are hot Neptunes and smaller Neptunes which are closer to their stars. It's tricky to get a good look at their atmospheres. And don't forget the Earth-like exoplanets which look like our own planet. They range in size, some smaller, some twice the size. Super-Earths are heavier than Earth but lighter than Neptune. Proxima Centauri b is a catchy recent planet that orbits the star of the same name and is classified as a super-Earth. Although it is close to its host star, it is still unconfirmed. Proxima Centauri c looks much farther from the star. Last but not least, it looks bright. What's even more interesting about the Proxima Centauri system is that each planet has its own unique characteristics. It's a time to be space curious. There are still challenges. For some planets, the star's gravitational pull can cause its host star to dim slightly. Here's a fact you'd love to discover. About 22% of stars are the same size as the Sun TRAPPIST-1 is one system where a planet is super rocky. Some planets like our solar ones can have moons. NASA's James Webb Space Telescope has captured breathtaking images of these planets in infrared.